Hello folks, and welcome back. On this episode we're going to unbox and try out our new electric bikes. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Once we finish unboxing and assembling the bicycle, this is what we're going to have. This is what it's going to look like. So let's go ahead and get started. When Electric Bike sends the bike out, it's going to be in a box just like this. The bicycle is fully assembled. It's folded, it's packaged in here with all kind of packing material and tie wraps. We're going to go ahead and take it out and set it up for you and let you see what it looks like. I've already done this once on my bike. I didn't film that because I wanted to do it, basically take the bicycle out, make sure I was doing it correctly, so when I did film it for you, I gave you proper information. So let's go ahead and get started here. First thing we're going to do is use a razor knife, cut the tape on the box. The box also has these staples on it. We're just going to rip those up. Just be careful because they will cut you if you hit them. Alright, these are the staples I was talking about, and they do have a sharp edge, so be careful when you open your box. And then just fold your lids down. And there's your bike. All nice and neatly packed in a box. All right, first thing you want to do, this little box has got your charger, and if you got any of the accessories that came with your bike, they're going to be in this box also. Next thing we're going to do is just take any loose packaging like this out, and then we're going to actually just pull the bicycle out of the box. All right folks, this is what the bicycle looks when you pull it out of the box. I just lifted it straight out. Angela had to hold the box for me, so we couldn't film it as we did it. But now we're going to just go ahead, get a pair of wire cutters, and start cutting all the packaging material off of it. Alright, this little card right here is going to be your pre-ride safety checklist. Once we get the bike all taken apart, we'll actually go through this and make sure everything works properly. That's pretty nice that they give you that safety checklist, so you make sure that everything's proper before you actually ride. Now we did get the XP LITE. Ours do not have gears back here. I've rode mine. I think it rides fine without the gears, so I'm not going to worry about them. We do have fenders coming for this bicycle, which is Angela's. And then on mine, we've actually got the tray with the bag that's coming for the back here. Now the keys, you see this blue tie wrap here? That's where your keys are actually locked onto the bike as they ship it to you. And it's blue, whereas all the other tie wraps are white. And there's your keys to the battery. Now first thing I'm going to do before I go any further is I'm going to pull Angela's battery out, and we're going to put it on the charger that I've got for my bike, because the same charger works for any of them. And that way we can get her battery charging as we put this together, so that later on this afternoon we can take them out for a nice test drive on them. I've already ridden my bike, but this will be Angela's first time on hers. All right, your key for the bicycle that locks the battery in and also turns the bicycle on goes into the bottom of the bike here. All right, the key goes in the bottom down here, and you just push it up in there, and you turn it one way to unlock the battery and the other way to turn it on. And you can see I've got the battery unlocked. Now you have to pull the key out, and then the battery just slides out. And there's the battery for the XP LITE, which they look similar to all of them. It's just the angle of this end down here and the capacity of the batteries. All right, now that we've got the battery charging, we're going to go ahead and finish taking the packing material off and putting the bike together. Now the first thing I want to do is I want to take and get the handlebars, which are right here. I'm going to get them unwrapped and actually lift the bar up and put the handlebars in. As you can see, the bikes are very well protected as they ship them, so you shouldn't have any problems. I wouldn't anticipate any problems with damage. This is the computer. We're going to leave that styrofoam on there for right now. We're not going to take it off so we don't damage our computer. That'll be the last thing we take off. It's only got one way that it'll go in. There's a flat spot. And we're just going to put it there and tighten that down now just to get it out of the way. Now we're going to finish taking all of the packaging material off. As you can see, we've got most of the packing material off. We're going to actually open the bike up and latch it into place. They have a little handle right here. Just pick it up and then just bring your bike around. And then for latching, you're going to take this latch right here, make sure it catches on that screw right there, and just latch it in. When you hear it click, you know it's in there. And then we'll take our kickstand and put it down for right now. And you can see we got the majority of it. Let's take this last bit of packing material off. And then we're ready to go through our checklist. Now for the seat, unloose your latch, pull your seat all the way out, and then just take your plastic off your seat. Once you've got your plastic off, go ahead and just stick your seat down in the tube and pull your latch over to latch it in place. Now one thing about these latches, they are adjustable. If it doesn't grab, just bring your latch all the way open, and then you're going to take this little screw over here on the side right there and just tighten it up a little bit, and then latch your latch down. It should be straight. And if you need to adjust your seat to get it pointed in the right direction, just loosen your latch, point it to where you need it, and tighten it down. And then you're ready to go with your seat. You can adjust it up or down as you need. Now that we've got our bicycle completely unpacked, let's go ahead and start our checklist. And the first thing that we're going to do is check the air pressure in the tires. And just remember, the pressure is listed on the side of your tires. Alright, to do your air pressure, it's pretty straightforward. Just take your valve cap off, and whatever type connector your pump is, just go ahead and hook that on. I like this one because it clamps on. And you can see we've got about 20 psi in it right now. We're going to take it up to 35. And you can see we're right at 35 right now. So now I know, you can feel the tires are a lot tighter. Now I know our tires are completely filled up to where they need to be. Now that we've finished our tires, let's go ahead and finish our safety checklist. You can see the bike is completely put together here. Actually, we do have the fenders on here now. We've rode them for a while, so we'll be able to give you a review of them. First thing we're going to do is we're going to check our brakes, make sure they work. And that one works. And this one works. And we want it to be about halfway when we squeeze that handle, and it holds the bicycle still. Next thing we're going to do is check all our hardware. That includes all of our items that are connected, like our switch here, our computer, and our phone. We're also going to go through and check every nut and bolt on here just to make sure that they're tight and they're well attached. Now we're just going to step back and take a look at the bike on both sides and make sure that we don't see any kind of obvious damage to the bicycle. Now we're going to go ahead and turn our bicycle on. First we'll turn the battery on down here. Then we'll reach up on the handlebars and press and hold the power switch till the computer comes on. We're going to check our lights. We'll press and hold the plus switch. You'll see the light indicator comes on. And you go around and check your lights, and you'll see that the front light is lit and the rear light, as we go around it, is lit also. Then we'll go ahead and just turn our lights off. We're going to look at our computer and make sure that everything's good. Make sure we've got a full battery there. Now we're ready to go for a ride. We've completed the safety checklist. Alright, well, we've got mine out here. We're going to go ahead. I've already done the pre-check on mine. One thing you notice, I did add the tray to the back of mine, which I like. The saddlebags allows me to carry stuff when I need to. But we've already done our pre-check, so let's go ahead and go for a ride. As we ride the bike here, I'll go ahead and let you know that the way I use the bike is I use the pedal assist modes. I do not use the throttle. I use the bike to basically give me some exercise, and since I'm in my 60s, the pedal assist just helps me get out here and keep riding. The bicycle has 5 pedal assist modes, 1 through 5. If you're pedaling, you'll go about 7 to 8 miles per hour. Number 2 is going to be about 11 to 12 miles per hour. Number 3 is going to be about 14 to 15 miles per hour. And to be honest with you, I've never used 4 or 5 when I've been pedaling. I usually either try to stay in 2 and run about 11 to 12 miles per hour, so that basically I'm doing most of the pedaling, or 3 and I'll try to do about 14 miles per hour, so there again I'm doing most of the pedaling. The computer on the bicycle, it does give you have a trip meter. It shows you how far you've been on each trip. It does show you voltage of the battery as you're using it. Plus it has the display at the top, graphical display of how much is in your battery. It'll also show you current, and it shows your overall mileage on the bicycle. With that being said, I would highly recommend the bike. If you're wanting just something to go out here and have some fun on and get some basic exercise, it's great for that. And as long as you use the pedal assist mode, you pedal and you stay away from the throttle. But it's definitely been worth the time. It's definitely been worth the money and the effort. And if you've got any questions about the bike, go ahead and drop me a line and I'll try to answer them. And that being said, we'll see you in the campground now with our electric bike.